we are part-time Okie picker. We are a husband and wife combo that buy stuff at multiple places, garage sales, thrift stores, flea markets, and we resell it on eBay or Facebook. Don't really do any other platforms. I'm not going to bring up Etsy because we don't use it, but we'll let you bring that up. But what we're going to do today is we're going to do kind of a Q&A. This is kind of a meet and greet. She's got a couple questions. I've got a couple questions. We're going to ask each other. And this kind of gives you insight to how we or why we sell on eBay. And I'll let you may go with the first question or you want to go?
I want to go.
Oh, of course.
I want to go first. Because I feel like my first question is very like...
Well, she has her questions written down.
I won't remember mine.
I do not have my questions written down. So mine are kind of in my head because I'm going to have to probably pivot and change some of my questions because I have not seen these, but I have a strong feeling we're going to have some doubles.
Okay. Aside from making money, why do you like reselling?
I like reselling because in 2002, I started reselling, but I also started a local job at a resale store that sold music, video games, toys, comics, and so on. I left that job, and I still have the need for the hunt. I still have the need and the passion. I have all this knowledge up in my head of working at a place like that for 15 years, and I have no use for it. So it does benefit us to have extra income coming in, but it also allows me to use all this knowledge that I have and make something profitable with it.
You do like the hunt. I like giving you things that we need to find because you go down rabbit holes.
Yep. Kids come up with crazy Christmas ideas, Christmas list. Family members give me the crazy stuff because I love tracking it down for the best price, of course. Of course. Okay, so my first question is, do you remember the first item that we bought strictly to list and sell on eBay?
The Patagonia jacket. The
Yes.
women's Patagonia jacket. It was at Goodwill. Were we both there initially and saw it? You
No.
were there.
I was there.
You saw it. You left it.
I left it.
You came home and you were like, hey, so I've seen people doing this, selling things online, and we could do it. And I remember thinking, okay. And you were like, there's this jacket at Goodwill for $5. Boy, they would never price it at $5 now.
Obviously, this was a while ago.
We can turn around and sell this for $40 or $50.
Yeah, we sold it for $60.
Oh, we sold it for $60. And so after he convinced me, we went back and it was still there and we picked it up and we sold it.
That was the beginning of it. And full disclosure, I sold my first item on eBay in 2002. By virtue of working at this place, I still actually started going to garage sales and stuff, but that's how I paid for college. So I bought and sold stuff. So I've been selling on eBay since 2002. We, fairly newly married, hadn't been selling on eBay, and that's what really started the jump. So we took what we thought was $200, and $5 of it was the Patagonia zip-up jacket. And that was kind of the beginning of it. And we've never looked back.
But there were a lot of, in the beginning, I was like, but what do we do next week? What do we sell next week? I was very hesitant to jump in. Because you were just like, we'll find stuff. But how? But where? What if there's no garage sales?
Yep.
But that is not the case anymore. I just know we're going to find it.
I literally went to Goodwill every single day after work. There's a Goodwill, not 2 miles from my current job, and I would go every single day after work. Sometimes it was stupid stuff. Sometimes it was home run stuff. I've seen their prices fluctuate. I've seen their stock fluctuate. But we always had at least an item or 2 items to list every couple of days. Some were great. Some weren't. I wish I was a little pickier back then.
We did a lot of clothing initially. We don't do Goodwill as much. They've just priced us out. Like, yeah, we could still make money, but we're not making as much, so it's not worth our time to go when we could go to garage sales.
Yeah, they sell it all online. I mean, let's be honest. All the good stuff, they sell it on eBay. It's great.
He
Good
still
for
buys
them.
it from them on eBay. I don't.
I do. I enjoy the Goodwill of Wisconsin, I think. It has some cool stuff. But the local stuff, they list it online. They do shopgoodwill.com. It's just not the same. I just don't care to look through shelves and shelves of glassware and women's blouses. That's not my thing.
Yeah, we don't know women's like, I'm not brand specific, so we don't know women's clothing. That is
for somebody else.
We've never learned it. We've always branched out and learned new things to look for, but never women's clothing.
No.
That's just
Women are too picky.
Where's your favorite place to source?
Garage sales. Well, yeah, garage sales for the most part, because you just never know what you're going to find on a good day. I do really enjoy our local flea market. It's kind of a once a month. It's more of like a flea-tique. Some of the vendors are flea market vendors. Some of them are antique dealers. But garage sales, you just never know. We've come up on some crazy stuff. I enjoy church sales occasionally. But garage sale, just a run-of-the-mill person, is garage sales are the best.
What's the most annoying thing at garage sales? What just annoys you when you're in a garage sale?
Well, I know what annoys you.
I know. That's why I wrote this question.
I gotta say it where it doesn't. I'm not stealing yours.
No, you can steal mine. I mean,
one of the number one
annoying
things is going up to garage sale, especially where they've had it on Friday and we showed up on Saturday and they're like, "Oh, I just sold all the good stuff yesterday. You wouldn't believe how much stuff I sold." That drives me nuts. I don't care what you sold yesterday because I wasn't here. I have a 9-to-5 job, so I wasn't able to go to garage sales on Friday. Don't tell me what you told or sold. Show me what you still have. I also don't like the people that try to sell it to me. Oh, so you're looking at this card. Let me tell you about this card. Don't tell me about it. Just tell me the price, because it's probably not priced. That's another thing that drives me nuts.
That's the pricing. I mean,
pricing. It's different for each person. She'll ask a price, and then I'll ask a price, not realizing we're together, and they're two different. She always gets a better price. I think it's 100% true. Women get better prices at garage sales, and I will stick to that until I die.
But there is something that's happened only this year, and I don't know, like, why. When you ask someone a price, and they're like, "Oh, I don't know. I've been asking like $5 to $15." That doesn't answer my question. That's not telling me how much this is. Like, I just turn and walk away at that point. Like, if you can't tell me, like, that's my most annoying thing.
Well, if you're going to let me buy it for $5, I'm not going to pay you 10, 15, 12, 11,
like,
7, anything above $5.
I don't understand that. That's only happened this year. Multiple times, though. Blows my mind.
So, my turn?
Yeah, your turn.
So, what is one of your least favorite things about selling on eBay? And truth be told, we joke, but she's the CEO of eBay, and I am the employee.
He's the vice president of product acquisition, but he's working really hard so he can get promoted to president.
And shipping and listing, and so I'm interested to see what she says because, you know.
My least favorite thing about listing on eBay.
About selling on eBay.
Selling on eBay.
Must be listing.
I mean, this may come across as really mean, but people who aren't reading the description and then they ask questions that it's literally pointed out in the description. I use the AI generated description, but then I always add stuff at the bottom. It's to show that I've looked over the item, make sure there's no defects, or if there is, we point them out. And like, so when people ask things, or they're like, "What are the measurements of this?" But it's literally in the pictures and it's in the description. Like, it's just a waste of time.
We're very, very detailed when we do our listings.
We try.
So when they ask, for the most part, 9 out of 10 times, the information's already there. They just didn't read the description or look at the pictures.
That would be my least favorite part, I think. I'm just not a people person, I guess. It's just not. What's your favorite thing to list on eBay?
Oh.
Or to sell?
Well, most people would say video games. 9 out of 10 people are going to say video games because they're easy to sell. They sell quickly and they sell usually for a good price as long as you buy the right stuff. We buy and sell video games, but we own most systems, so we actually play them. We truly test them. I take pictures of the opening screen, actual gameplay. I put those in the listing as well because I want to get a little bit better price than the lady down the street who found it at a Goodwill for $3 and just scanned the UPC and hit list. I strive to be better, but that's not my favorite thing to list. My favorite thing is cameras. I love selling 35 millimeter cameras. Some digital, but not a lot. I really love cameras. My grandpa was in the camera industry for a very long time. I started off shooting on 35 millimeters. I love 35 millimeter. Everybody knows the Canon AE1. I can go through the whole list of good ones to look out for, but I just love 35 millimeter cameras. For the most part, they always, most of the time, actually do work, especially if you test them properly. We buy the batteries. We don't film run any of them because it would be too expensive to send the film off to get developed. But I do strive very hard to sell good quality 35 millimeter cameras, and I enjoy finding them and listing them. That would be my favorite thing.
And the batteries drive you crazy.
Because they're all different. They're crazy. One's a watch battery, one's a watch battery stacked 3 high, one's you can't get anywhere except for on Amazon. It's just, the batteries are crazy. We should have just had one battery for all cameras during that time period. Digital cameras are the same way though. They all have unique batteries, unique chargers, unique cords. That's why I like 35 millimeter.
Your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. So she's gonna make. See, I have to kind of pivot because. So, if we didn't have eBay as our side hustle, what would you want a side hustle to be? Another side hustle. She said, "Give me real thinkers."
No, I didn't. I said maybe we should show so I don't look like I'm stumbling. It probably would be something on Etsy, like homemade, like knitting or yeah, but that's not. You can't make a lot of money on that by the time you factor in cost of the yarn, because I'm very picky about yarn because it needs to feel right and it's not all the same.
If I didn't, then I would just want to be a flea market person. Have that once a month, new stuff coming in, hopefully moving it all out. We've set up at the flea multiple times. Ours is kind of hard to get a hold of sometimes, but I'd want to be that consistent, 10 months out of the year flea marketeer. I think that would be fun. It'd be kind of exhausting too, but it'd be fun.
Okay.
No shipping.
That's true. So my next question is, well, let me lead into this. So when we go to garage sales, we buy a lot to resell, but we also buy a lot to keep and to constantly upgrade things that we would never pay full price for in the store, or things that we just couldn't justify paying the price for initially.
We're cheap.
We are really cheap, which is funny because
we're thrifty.
Neither of our families are thrifty. We didn't come from a really thrifty background. Would you say you did?
No.
Yeah.
No, my sister's got everything.
So I don't know. We both became super thrifty though.
Yep.
We look at something and we're like, we can find it cheaper. And we usually can, because John likes the hunt. So
guilty.
It's the goal. Okay, so what is your all-time favorite score to keep for yourself or sale? It can be one or the other. All-time favorite. I wrote this question and I still don't have an answer for what my favorite is.
So, well, okay, there's two things, and they both have to do kind of with the same thing. So early on, there's a neighborhood out by my parents' neighborhood. We went to their neighborhood garage sale. She's going to know what it is now. we were at this garage sale, and this individual was selling a Harman Kardon Bluetooth round speaker, and somebody picked it up and bought it and walked away. FOMO, fear of missing out. But I asked if she had anything else like that, and she said, "Oh, I have a second one in the house that I don't even use. Let me go grab that." I didn't know what the other person had paid for it, but we ended up paying $5 for it. We still have it hooked up to this day. We've never sold it. We do use it.
Mostly this time of year.
Often.
Christmas time.
A lot of Christmas music. But that would probably be my favorite thing I purchased at a garage sale, other than like clothing here and there. If I can find a pair of jeans for $1 or $2 as opposed to spending $50, guilty. I will always do that. But I'm also very picky on the brand and the size and the style I like. My second favorite thing is we were currently having a garage sale outside in our driveway, and I see my neighbor across the street behind me. He walks to the curb and puts out like 6 or 7 different things for, not for sale, just for like free, go away, whatever. So I run over there and I notice there's a turntable. There's an old Yamaha, I don't really exactly remember the model, DP-2 or something like that. But it's a belt drive. It was in really good shape. The needle was broken. You can, feel underneath. The needle's broken. But then underneath the turntable was also the receiver. And I grabbed both of those and ran across the yard like I had just won or stole something.
You were so happy for broken record player.
I was very happy. I did order a new needle. It had to come from Great Britain. It cost me $50. I believe $56 after shipping, something like that. But the needle that was on it was some really high-end brand I had actually never heard of. And it was broken. So I took it off, the cartridge, and I sold it on eBay for like $50, maybe $60. It took a while, but someone's going to fix it. So I ended up getting everything for free.
You did.
So that's probably one of my favorite things.
And then you got Bose speakers at a garage sale. Oh, no, at an estate sale to go with your record player.
Oh, yeah. I had been to this person's garage sale / estate sale / back building sale 100 different times. Never had anything really good. Then he actually had a professional estate sale company come out and run the inside of his house, not the outside. And that's where he kept all of his good stuff, because I believe he bought storage lockers. But I found a vintage pair of Bose speakers, wood grain. They match the turntable and everything. Looks perfect and sounds really good.
It does sound really good. I'm done. I'm out of questions.
So my last question is, when you walk up to a garage sale, what is the thing you hope to find the most?
Something for myself. It's always something for myself. Something that I need. Something that I want. Which is kind of a terrible mindset when you're doing it to resell. But I know that's what you're looking for. So I'm always like, what do I need or want? What would the kids want?
What can we gift?
What can we use?
So I'm the one there actually trying to make money, and she's the one trying to spend the money.
I'm the passenger princess just tagging along.
I.e. CEO and worker. Anything else?
No, I think that's it for today.
So that's just a quick kind of inside the seller studio, the Q&A. Get to meet us. Like we said, we've been selling as a team on eBay probably 6 years, give or take, really aggressively. I've been selling on eBay since 2002, but we still enjoy it. We still enjoy going to garage sales most of the time, as long as it's a good garage sale. But thank you for tuning in this evening, and I hope to see you back next time.
Bye.